Hello and welcome to the Flipping and Wholesaling Houses in New York show. I am Michael Pinter, where I teach you how to start flipping and wholesaling houses in New York. And if you're already doing it, how to grow your business. I got a great question, and I don't have such a good answer for it. But the question is, how many phone calls does it take to get a lead or a deal? And I don't know the answer to that. I do use cold callers. I have several right now in the Philippines. But I don't track how many calls it takes. I really track it by money. So when I spend money to pay people to do this, I track the results over time, over how many leads we get from them and how many appointments we get, which should be how many offers are made, and then how many deals, and then dollars. That's what I track. I don't track how many phone calls. And I think that it might be something I should track, but the truth is I don't know if I want to track it. That's the truth. On some level, I think it'd be good to know, but I think it's different. It's really different. You know, I use different callers, different times, call different lists, and I don't know if it's something that I can accurately figure out. Like that takes 10,000 phone calls to get a lead, that kind of thing. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely something that I'm thinking about tracking. So I don't have a good answer for it. I don't get down into the weeds really with mail as to which mail piece also works either, because what I'm starting to realize over time is that a lot of these things are cumulative, so that I can mail somebody 6 times and they'll call me on the 6th time. It doesn't mean that the other mail pieces aren't as effective. It's a cumulative thing. People see your postcards over and over. There's a lot of luck involved in hitting people at the time that they're upset, or time that their tenant told them they're not going to pay, or the roof needs replacing, or whatever it is. So it's a cumulative thing. With cold calling also, we call people multiple times, and people get upset. And at one point I sort of thought of it as, well, I don't want to upset people, but that is a foolish way to go about, because we can call someone, multiple times over many months, and the last call they'll say, you know what, you called me a bunch of times, I want to sell. So it's an interesting thing to think about, as to get how deep into the weeds you want to get with your analyzing your marketing. But I really believe mostly it's really a dollars in, dollars out kind of thing. But in New York, it's a really long time. You need to look at it almost a year. I mean, I got deals now that I first contacted many years ago. So you got to look at it at least over a year, and really over more time. So for me, it's a more dollars in, dollars out. If I'm paying cold callers X over a long period of time, am I getting a return on my investment? I don't really analyze how many calls need to be made. Maybe it's something I should. I don't know. I'm really ambivalent about which way to go. I wish I could be more helpful. I don't really have an answer to this question. For me, every marketing channel is really how much dollars in and how much dollars out do I get? What is my return on investment? And it's not so easy to do, right? Because I'm ordering data, and data I'm using on multiple lists, but when I analyze my marketing based on how much money I'm putting into each channel and how much money I get out of it over time. That's how I look at it. If you want to see how I can help you, go to howtoflipnewyork.com. And if you like these videos, please click like. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. I hope I can be more helpful. I don't really have an answer to this. I know people do track it. It might be something I track in the future, but I don't track it now. That's about it. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it.